But the biggest threat right now, which is shocking because, energy prices, gas going on in Europe is kind of a big deal right now. It's kind of collapsing all of Europe. But the biggest thing right now is Europe, they're announcing that they are running out of diesel. They're like just completely running out of diesel. Trucks, jets, farm equipment, all of it. If you do not have diesel, it won't work. Also, diesel is for heating oil as well to keep the heaters going in Europe. And so this is all starting to collapse in Europe with the diesel. And it's not only happening there, but it's also happening in the US as well. We'll get to that in a second. What isn't helping with this situation is the announcement from the new unvoted for WEF Prime Minister Sunak, Rishi Sunak, which we've talked about him a little bit. I definitely want to go a little bit more in depth with Sunak. It's important to know that he is fully on board with the WEF situation. He really wants to be the puppet, so to say, for this climate agenda, for the Agenda 2030 and everything. And so his first move when he joined the office was he reinstated the England-wide fracking ban for shale gas. I'm not going to explain what fracking is and all that stuff. All you really need to know is this is bad. This is going to reduce the production of gas in Europe, which perfect move. He's coming in and doing exactly what the shadow government, what the elites want him to do. It's just very interesting. You look at the last three prime ministers. You had Boris Johnson. He's a WEF boy. He was kind of pushing things in that direction. And then we had Truss come in, which I believe that she was the what's the word? The patsy? Is that the word I'm looking for? Where everybody believed she had everybody under the illusion that she was going to come in. She was some right-wing politician that was going to come in and start fixing things, which she came in, continued to make things worse. She played the little game of the illusions of, yeah, I'm here, I'm on your side. And then she took the fall. She resigned, the shortest tenure for a prime minister, and she took the fall, made the conservative side look bad. All the blame was put on her, and then Sunak comes in. He wasn't even voted in. He didn't go through the party procedure to even take the position. And he comes in, and this dude is bad. This guy is bad. He's doing the fracking ban. He comes from a very, very rich Indian family. He's also he was a high chair at Goldman Sachs Bank, which that's one of those big banks. We always gotta, we know they're players on all this stuff. So he was a high chair at Goldman Sachs. He's part of the WEF leadership. Like I said, he comes from a rich Indian family, which his family is connected to Infosys, which if you don't know what Infosys is they're it's a company that focuses on developing social credit systems and tracking financial movements and everybody's stuff. So he's fully on that, which also pushes into the fact that he's pushing heavily for social credit systems, as well as he's one of the main guys for the central bank digital currencies. Now, I might talk a little bit about that later with central bank digital currencies and how it kind of wraps around with the news happening today and wraps around to him. I do want to show one thing on him. That's right, I can actually show videos now, which is crazy. Where this is Rishi Sunak, and he is talking about his pet project that he loves so much, central bank digital currencies. Check this out.
Today, I'm proud to say that under the UK's presidency, the group of the world's 7 most advanced economies, the G7, is launching a set of public policy principles for retail central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote that could be used alongside physical notes and coins. Unlike most of the digital money people use daily today, it would be issued directly by a central bank, like the Bank of England in the UK. and governments and central banks across the world are working together looking into what having a digital currency might mean in practice. This includes issues that people care about, such as ensuring users' money would be safe and secure, that it could work with other ways to pay, would be energy efficient and available to everyone. A potential CBDC could offer businesses and consumers new ways to pay in the future. It's all part of the wider story of digital innovation that has delivered benefits to millions around the world and in the UK.
So, this dude is, as you can tell, very excited and happy to be pushing the central bank digital currency, which is definitely heavily, full on part of the agenda of the WEF and the IMF, the World Bank, all of those guys, the shadow governments, which of course will be a part of the Great Reset, which is the Antichrist beast system that's coming in. This is fully a part of it. So I did want to show that to you to give you an idea of who is now leading the UK, who's prime minister there, who was not voted for, who didn't even go through the correct channels for his own party to be put in that position, to even be voted for. He was just put in. And this is a part of the WEF movement where on video, Klaus Schwab has even come out and said, we've got people in every government in the world.
When I mention now names like Mrs. Merkel, even Vladimir Putin and so on, they all have been young global leaders of the World Economic Forum. Mm-hmm. But what we are very proud of now is the young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, President of Argentina and so on, that we penetrate the cabinets. So yesterday I was at a reception for Prime Minister Trudeau, and I know that half of this cabinet, or even more half of this cabinet, are actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum.
And that's true in Argentina too. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's true in Argentina as well.
It's true in Argentina, and it's true in France now. Mm-hmm. I mean, with the president, who is a young global leader, but
this is what they do. They infiltrate. They've been infiltrating for years to do this. Like I said, I'll talk about central bank digital currencies, some of the news coming out today, which is some big news, and again, I'll bring it back around to Mr. Sunak here. But I wanted to give you an idea of who's leading over there and who's pushing this agenda forward. And of course, like I said, the very first move he did, he came in and reinstated the fracking ban for shale gas when Europe is in a giant energy crisis. That should send off warning signals. That should give you all the information that you need to know about that.